What happens when a simple tweet lands you in the clink, and then that very prison transforms into your worst nightmare? We are diving into a story today that started with a controversial post on social media and has absolutely spiraled into something that will make your blood absolutely boil. We are talking about shocking physical abuse, 23-hour solitary confinement, and a justice system that, quite frankly, seems to have lost its way entirely. You're watching UK Tribune, and trust me, you won't want to switch off this one. But before we get stuck in, do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe, because stories like this truly deserve to be heard, and let's be honest, the mainstream media wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. Now, let's get right to the heart of this truly shocking case. Meet Lucy Connelly. Once a childminder, she's now, astonishingly, a political prisoner and, sadly, the very embodiment of everything that's currently going wrong with the British justice system. She's serving a 2.5-year sentence, all because of a single tweet. Yes, you heard that correctly, a tweet. But here's where it gets truly bonkers. Richard Tice from Reform UK has just dropped a bombshell that will make you completely rethink everything you thought you knew about justice in Britain. You might actually start wondering if you're living in 2024 Britain, or somehow trapped in some dystopian horror show, once you hear what's been happening to Lucy Connelly at HMP Peterborough. Did you know that over 95% of our viewers aren't subscribed to the channel? We totally get it, life gets busy, and sometimes it's easy to forget. But here's the thing, subscribing is completely free, and it really helps us keep creating the content you enjoy. So, why not hit that subscribe button and join our community? It only takes a second, but it makes a world of difference to us. Thank you for your support. Tice recently revealed that she's been dragged across the prison by officers, left with bruises that were still visible a full 5 days later. And then, get this, she was chucked into a wing alongside violent criminals. Just picture it, multiple officers, tight handcuffs, 3 flights of stairs, and absolutely no discernible reason for any of it. It sounds like something straight out of a Kafka novel, but with even less regard for basic human dignity. Honestly, Kafka himself would have shown more respect for fundamental human rights. But here's the absolute kicker, it doesn't even stop there. As if the physical abuse wasn't enough, they've locked her up for 23 hours a day on a high-security wing. A wing, mind you, that's usually reserved for people who've actually committed serious violent crimes, not someone who sent a tweet after a national tragedy. Tice didn't mince his words. He called out the harsh reality of Lucy's situation, stating it's a direct result of the broken, two-tier justice system now plaguing the UK. And frankly, he's spot on. When a prison sentence comes with political persecution thrown in for good measure, it's crystal clear we've crossed a very dangerous line. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Was Lucy Connelly's punishment ever actually proportional to her so-called crime? A tweet calling for mass deportation after the Southport murders, was that truly so inflammatory that it warranted 2.5 years behind bars? Legal experts are unequivocally calling this absolute nonsense. Barrister James Bogle hit the nail on the head when he pointed out that actual perpetrators of violent crimes often receive lighter sentences than someone who simply got emotional on Twitter. Just let that sink in for a moment. Words are now being punished more severely than physical violence under British law. And here's the part that will truly make your blood boil. Despite being described as a model prisoner, Connelly's requests for compassionate leave have been repeatedly denied. Meanwhile, a sudden relocation within the prison system positively reeks of political retaliation louder than a football crowd during a heated derby match. The message is painfully clear: step out of line politically, and the system will ensure you pay, not just with your freedom, but with your dignity and basic human rights. But hold on, this isn't the end of the story. Richard Tice isn't just talking, he's actually taking action. Enter Lucy's Bill, a legislative response to this absolute madness. The idea is this: if 500 members of the public believe a sentence is utterly ridiculous, there should be a legal pathway to challenge it. They can trigger a triple-check sanity review. It's democracy meets common sense, and frankly, it's about bloody time. Will it pass? Probably not. The establishment isn't exactly keen on accountability, are they? But symbolically, it's a much-needed middle finger to the judicial overreach that's been running rampant for far too long. As Tice himself put it, "I want to reassure Lucy that many of us MPs are not forgetting about her." In a political landscape where attention spans are shorter than a goldfish, that's actually something worth noting. Speaking of accountability, let's talk about the numbers that will make your head spin. While Lucy Connelly sits behind bars for sending a tweet, guess what's happening with our asylum system? Reform UK councillor David Buckley just revealed some absolutely shocking statistics that might make you question if we are living in an alternate reality. Over 50,000 rejected asylum seekers are still living in British hotels at taxpayer expense. That's right, rejected asylum seekers, still here, still costing us money. Buckley laid it out clearly. There are 150,000 asylum seekers currently waiting for processing, but the system can only handle about 15,000 per year. Do the maths. The alarming reality. Spoiler alert, it's absolutely terrifying, and it's only adding fuel to the fire of our housing crisis. Buckley really hit the nail on the head. In his constituency, there were 4,000 people on the housing waiting list just 3 years ago. The council's brilliant solution. They built 6, yes, you heard that right, 6 council houses in an entire decade. Meanwhile, hotels are packed with people who've already been told they can't stay. It's like watching someone juggle fire in the middle of a fireworks factory. You just know disaster is imminent, but you don't know when it's going to happen. And what was the Home Office's response to all this? We inherited an asylum system under exceptional pressure. Translation, it's not our fault, but we'll keep running the same broken system anyway. Where do we go from here? So, what's truly going on here? We've got a justice system that throws the book at people for controversial tweets, while letting actual criminals walk free with lighter sentences. We've got rejected asylum seekers living indefinitely at public expense, while British families wait years for a home. And then there's the political establishment, which seems more focused on virtue signaling than actually delivering justice. Lucy Connelly's case isn't just about one woman's imprisonment. It's a glaring symptom of a system that has completely lost its moral compass. When sharing controversial opinions becomes more punishable than actual violence, we've crossed a line that should never exist in a free society. This isn't just about Lucy Connelly, this is about all of us. The question isn't whether you agree with Lucy Connelly's tweet, it's whether you believe a system that punishes free speech this harshly still has any place in a democratic society. Does the punishment truly fit the crime? If your answer is no, then we've got a problem that stretches far beyond just one controversial case. What do you think? Is this the weaponization of British justice, or is it real accountability in action? Drop all your thoughts in the comments below, because for now, that's still legal. If this story opened your eyes, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more British political reality checks, and ring the bell, because stories like this need to be told, and let's face it, the establishment isn't going to tell them.